Joining us now is Illinois State Representative Daniel Didech. Daniel, thank you so much for being with us. Bottom line here, what is this going to mean for those that are living in Illinois?
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a very exciting week here in Springfield. We passed the strongest AI safety legislation in the history of the country. What it does, it requires AI companies to produce frameworks to protect the public from catastrophic risks. And when we say catastrophic risks, what we're talking about are the potential for AI systems to build or deploy nuclear, chemical, biological weapons, or engage in conduct that, if it were committed by a person, would be murder, theft, or extortion. There is a broad consensus that this technology is developing at a rapid pace, and it is critically important to put these guardrails in place to protect the public.
It's so interesting to see that language, the catastrophic risks. You know, we live in a time where the Attorney General of Florida, I remember they came forward and there was a case and they said, look, if this was done by a person, if there was a person on the other end of this instead of a chatbot that was responding to somebody that went on and committed a very heinous crime, they would be charged with that crime. Now, with this in Illinois, how do you force compliance? How do you actually make sure that the AI companies are going to follow through with what you've passed here?
Well, that is what makes Illinois' law different than what we've seen in laws passed in New York and California. In Illinois, we pass what are called third-party independent audits. So there is going to be a requirement that each of these companies use an outside entity to essentially check their work, make sure they are complying with our state law, and make sure that they are following the protocols that they've put into place to keep the public safe.
What are your biggest concerns about AI?
Well, my biggest concerns is that are some of the things we've already seen, right? You mentioned the situation in Florida where there was an AI system that encouraged an individual to commit a mass shooting. We've seen another situation where an AI program committed a cyber attack against a water treatment facility. The types of harms that we are trying to protect against are not theoretical. These are already happening. But I think more importantly is the potential for AI to really transform the world in some really positive ways. AI has the potential to make us healthier, improve our quality of life, make us more productive, but we need to have these guardrails in place to make sure that it's developed and deployed responsibly.
Yeah, an exciting time and a very, very dangerous time as well. State Representative Daniel Didech, thank you so much for joining us.